After you're gone. Oh, is he here? Hold on a second. 1 second. Can you guys hear him?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Good, good. What are you up to? It's a beautiful day.
It is.
Cool.
So what's your deal, dude? You just mess with me, or is there something more personal?
No, it's not really personal. It's just, it's a really funny thing to, you know, watch a debate with Mormons and then realize that their conduct is, a lot better. They're actually exhibiting some reasonable behavior. I wouldn't call it Christ-like, but I would call it reasonable. So, I mean, that's all. And, and when I call that out with, you have, and it is interesting to watch as you pretend that you've never heard of the fruits of the Spirit.
I didn't.
I find that kind of fascinating. Well, you did.
I said I've never heard of the fruits of the Spirit.
What fruits? I don't know fruits. What fruits are you talking about?
Wait, is it possible? No, is it possible that I'm asking you what you mean by that?
I don't understand when someone directly says fruits of the Spirit, which I did last night. Mm-hmm. And then you come back with today it's like, I don't know. It reminds me of the time that I explained exactly what happened and why the video was put behind a paywall on Sarah's site in the comments. And then you're like, that's not what happened. No, it wasn't that. And then you went and did the exact same thing. You removed it because you broke TOS.
She puts all of her panels behind a paywall.
Okay, if you say so.
No,
we'll
it's
go
not
with
because
it.
It's not because I say so. It's because I know she does that. She actually has a separate channel. In fact, that even
Gauntlet. I know. They're pretty frequent.
Okay, so you know that she has another channel that she makes people pay to even watch the debates to begin with, right?
Not live.
Panel. No, when she shifts over to the panel, she has another channel that sometimes she makes people pay a membership to go see that panel.
I've never seen that. I go there all the time. I don't pay. I'm in that live chat like all the time. So
I didn't ask if you're aware of it. I'm just telling you that she has a different channel that she requires member only to watch the tail end of a debate, which turns into the panel. And
which I've never had to pay, and I've closed out debates in the chat.
Great.
So
that's great, but I don't
know. I don't know what you're on about.
Well,
it seems disingenuous here.
It's disingenuous to state a fact about Sarah's channel. Is it because could it be the case, Sarcastic Warlock, that multiple people stream the panel and the panel might be more available on someone else's channel?
Yeah, that's not what happens though. Yeah,
it doesn't.
Anyone can confirm this. You just go to the Gauntlet. Yeah, you just go to the Gauntlet, and then you can watch them do it live.
Okay,
there it is, right there.
Okay.
So yeah, and then you back up what I had to say and the reasons why it was taken down by also you taking it down yourself.
Can you tell me what the fruits of the Spirit are? You said there's 9 of them.
Love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, self-control.
Hold on a second. One at a time.
Were you talking over?
Yeah. You said I have none. Can we go one at a time?
Okay. There's exhibited in last night's debate. We can keep it to that confine, right? That purview.
Oh, so now you're saying, Jimbob, you display none of the fruits of the Spirit, but now you're changing it to only during the Mormon debate?
I think that was the context
of
what I said.
Fruit?
You can try to, twist it around if you want.
What's the first fruit?
Love.
Love, and you're saying during the debate I exhibited 0 love?
I wouldn't say that you exhibited any.
Okay, so there's no instance where I exhibited love to the Mormons?
Prior to me calling you out, no.
Okay,
After that, you began to try to convert them to Orthodoxy. So,
interesting. Are you Orthodox?
No.
So, how do you have any authority in the matters of telling me I have the fruits of the Spirit?
The old authority argument.
Okay, so you have your own standard for love, and Sarcastic Warlock is the arbiter for determining fruits of the Spirit, right?
This is one of my favorite things that you do, and I'm glad you brought it up.
Now you're going meta instead of dealing with you have no standard for determining the fruits of the Spirit.
This is not meta. This is not meta.
Yeah,
this
it is. You're talking about me doing something now instead of refuting what I'm saying.
This is an appeal to authority, is what it's called,
how do you determine?
Which is funny because your entire religion is an appeal to authority.
Your claim. You're the authority right now.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, sure.
Good. You're appealing to yourself as the authority. Good self-own. Now, tell me, how do you determine someone's
I thought you were saying I was the authority. And I actually liked it for the moment that I thought that you were saying I was the authority.
You're making
it was pretty cool.
Okay. You're making an authoritative claim right now that I didn't exhibit love last night.
Well, love is defined in the Bible repeatedly. So, I mean, I know that I don't have the church fathers' records to be able to interpret that for you.
Stop. You're not listening. You're not exhibiting fruits of the Spirit. So, if I'm
exhibiting massive amounts of long suffering.
Okay.
So,
cool. So can you tell
gentleness.
me? Okay. Can you tell me how you determined I didn't exhibit love last night?
Mostly I wanted to. Calling someone a is a great example of what.
No, I didn't ask for an example of where I didn't. I asked for, can you tell me how you determined I didn't at all?
So where you didn't at all. So I have to recount your 3 hours of dialogue with them. Is that,
dude? You're not understanding this.
No, I guess I don't understand how I can do that.
Let me ask you again.
That's clearer this time.
Yeah. Okay. Listen up. How do you determine someone doesn't exhibit love?
When it's not exhibited.
Wow. We got a genius here, guys.
Top tier, baby. But
we got a genius level call in today. Let me just rephrase it for the audience in case it's a teaching moment. How do you determine someone's not exhibiting love? Sarcastic Warlock here says, when they're not exhibiting it.
Yeah, exactly. Because love is already defined.
Okay.
It's how do you defined determine repeatedly? But let's turn to your church fathers and ask them.
We're not talking about my church fathers. No. Let's say orthodoxy is false for a second. This is your worldview. All right. Okay. So how do you determine? You're the arbiter for who's exhibiting love or not. I asked you, what's your methodology to determine whether someone's exhibiting love or not?
Well, if they act in a manner contrary to love itself,
that's
then,
begging the question, you dipshit.
I know. Why don't you determine for me how does anyone know that you love your wife?
So you're telling me
because you show love, right?
So you're admitting you have no epistemic standard for your claims. Thank you.
Let's appeal to authority a little bit harder.
I didn't appeal to authority.
Let's go harder.
Your epistemic standard for determining what constitutes exhibiting love and not. Can anger be love?
If applied correctly, yeah.
Oh, interesting. How do you determine it's
you can have
correctly?
Anger in love?
Great.
But I don't think anger is love.
One thing at a time, dude. How do you determine?
I am on point now.
Listen.
I know this is tough for you because I'm refuting you.
No, you're not. You're answering my questions. So
yeah.
So you didn't refute me because you're.
I'm refuting your point that I have no
You can't even let me talk because you're nervous. You're nervous right now. You're getting nervous. I can hear it. So if it's the case that exhibiting anger could be love, how do you determine when you're properly using anger?
Well, love is an underlying feature.
That's really beautiful poetry. Do you have a book?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do actually. I'm working on a book. It's called.
So how do you? You're not answering my question. Okay, let's go to the second fruit. Now that you have no standard for love, what's the second fruit?
Joy.
Joy. I didn't exhibit joy last night.
Well, in between sniffs.
So I did. So I did exhibit. So when you said you exhibited no fruits of the Spirit, I did.
After you chewed on some cane, you were able to laugh with raucous amusement.
Okay, cool. So if I made people laugh and I myself laughed joyfully, then you have to now go back and retract that I'd exhibited no fruits of the Spirit last night. Okay.
How would you define joy, Jimbob? How would you define joy?
No, what I define is useless because this is your claim. So what's the third fruit?
No, that's not how this works.
Yes,
buddy.
it is. You
that's
made a claim.
It works
no, it is
your little realm of
you made
gotcha
a claim.
Arguments.
You made a claim. I
did.
exhibited. Yes. Okay. So be an honest person, because that's not a. Is that a fruit
Oh,
of the
I'm an
spirit?
honest person.
No, you're not. So if
Oh,
you
yeah, I
make
know.
you accuse me. Yes, you accused me of not having any fruits of the spirit last night.
Not
Now you just
exhibiting any
admitted.
fruits of the spirit. You didn't exhibit love, joy,
Did I?
peace. There
You
was no
just
peace.
admitted
There was
I
no
didn't
peace
exhibit
at
joy.
all. I think you got off. I think that's what happened is you got off, which isn't glee.
How
It's
do you
the
know what
glee
it
of
looks like for a
crushing
guy
your
to get
enemy.
off?
It's not.
How do you know what it looks like for a guy to get off?
Are you really being like homoerotic right now? How come you guys
What
always
is getting
take it
off?
there?
What do you mean get off?
You were enjoying yourself
Is that
to a
joyful?
degree. Hey, buddy, I'm still answering the question. You were enjoying yourself over feeling like you have a win. It's a thing that you guys do. This tactic that you ortho bros like to have, where you laugh your asses off and claim victory when there is no victory. There's nothing. Nothing was gained. You just sit there and laugh and go, "I made a point."
Okay,
And
so-
that's
okay.
not joy. That's a
Okay, cool.
counterfeit.
Okay, so I understand that you think that people laughing and you attribute the intent to their laughter, that from your view that could not be joy. I'll grant that to you. However,
Okay,
that's
very gracious. I like the straw man and then granting the straw man. That was awesome.
What?
What?
What are you talking about? You just explained.
You created a straw man and then granted the straw man. I'll grant that to you. After,
oh my God, dude, you're insufferable, bro.
Speaking what
you
I
can't even talk to me. You can't even talk to me like a human. Calm down.
Excuse me?
Calm down.
You've got nothing, bro. That's why you're resorting to this. Calm down.
How do you know when someone's laughing from joy then?
When it's actually genuine, when you can look at the thing and
when it's genuine?
When you're able to look at it and see it as objectively, I don't know, funny, but I wouldn't call humor
standard, dude.
Joy.
How do you know when someone's genuinely feeling joyful is the question.
Oh, because their mannerisms actually carry it. It's not in
doesn't tell me how you determine it.
Well, all of these things have like this ethereal tone to them. They're all spiritual elements, buddy.
Oh, ethereal? You feel it?
Well, do you feel joy, Jimbob?
No, whether I feel
I'm asking
joy.
you, do you feel joy?
Now you're deflecting. You're not.
I'm
you're
not
not an honest
deflecting.
person.
This is not deflecting.
You're a dishonest person.
No. See, this is called a conversation. I know you're not used to these because nobody
No, all you do is you're just accusing me of stuff, and then when I ask you to justify it, you can't. You have no standard. So let's go to the next one.
My friend. I'm here because
I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend.
Me.
I am not your friend. So
my angry little man. My angry little man. You are here. Okay? Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not.
So don't call me
you're
friend.
far too little hat for that. But I'm
not
here
your friend
because
or
you
your brother.
invoked me. So now I am here.
You're upset.
Am I?
Yeah, you're upset and you can't listen. You're not listening to anything. So go to the fourth.
Oh, I'm listening.
Go to the fourth fruit.
Patience.
Patience. So I showed no patience last night.
Oh, that's a key one, actually. You showed no patience.
Do you know what it's like waiting for Posh to finish his sentences?
I'm not talking about Posh. I wanted Posh to keep carrying on.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. If I
No. See, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
This guy is such a
See,
worm.
what I have to
You're
say
such a
matters
demonic
just
worm,
as much
dude.
as you. Oh yeah, little hat man. Come on, keep coming. I'm a worm, eh?
Does it require patience to listen to Posh?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so
Takes none from me.
So how do you determine that I didn't exhibit patience last night?
Well, it's in the exact same way you're not exhibiting patience now. You refuse to allow anyone else to have something to say that goes against your pre-constructive narrative that you have in your head so that you can, go off on your performative outrage. And then when you're not able to talk, you sit there and make funny faces in the screen. Like you're just enjoying the look of your own weird little faces. You have no patience. You can't listen to anybody actually make their constructive points. I heard you over and over and over last night interrupt right as the Mormons, far be it for me to defend Mormons, but watching you interrupt these people right in the middle of a point. And you're like, okay, I'm going to grab this and run with it. That was amazing. It was an amazing exhibition of what it looks like to not have patience.
Okay, and are you giving your point of view right now?
I like how you performatively let me finish that. That was great.
Are you finished? Or?
Oh, I was right. You actually were. That's amazing.
Are you finished now?
Yeah, I'm golden, dude.
Okay, so are you...
Look, you're developing already. I'm proud of you. See, I'm helping.
So what's the constructive criticism here?
To have patience, maybe let people finish their points before you interrupt with the point that you want to sideline their point into.
Okay.
Stop looking for gotchas and start having actual discussion.
It sounds like you're getting a gotcha out of me right now, right?
What? No. Is that your perception?
Are you trying to expose me in some way, or?
No, you invited me here. You invoked me. I would have just sat in the comments and had a great time.
Why is your register so high?
My register?
Yeah.
Because I'm excited. I'm getting to talk to the one and only Jimbob.
So you're excited, like nervous, or?
I'm excited like I'm, talking on the internet. It's fun. It's this. Okay. I can see why you're addicted to this. It's really fun.
Now I'm addicted to what?
This talking on the internet. It is really fun. It gives you a rush, a little bit of a thrill.
So now you're accusing people of being addicted to something and you don't know them?
Could you straw man a little bit harder, Jimbob?
Did you use the term addicted?
Yeah, but...
So how is it a straw man, you retard?
Oh. You're really not a serious person, are you? You're kind of like, I feel like you would do a lot better in this conversation. If Andrew had already, had this debate with me, you would do a lot better in it.
It sounds like you run off your feelings a lot, like a woman does.
It sounds like you have a massive hairy vagina, but why do we have to go there?
What? Who's talking?
Why do we have to go there? Why is this the thing that you guys like to do?
You guys, what do we like to do?
Well, I've been called every rendition of gay in your from your mods. You called me which is hilarious. Gay? No.
Are you sure?
Got more kids than you, Jimbob.
Well, that's unfortunate for them. So their dad sounds like a woman most of the time. High register, upset, excited.
Only when he's on the internet talking to, ladies like you.
So what's the fifth fruit?
Kindness.
And I exhibited no kindness last night during the debate?
I wouldn't say you did.
And how did you determine? What's your methodology for determining kindness?
Behavior that which is kind.
Wow, another circular definition. That's great. Let's move to
if we wanted to find you want to move on from kindness because there's
no standard for how you determine whether someone's kind other than if they're kind.
Today this conversation right now is another exemplifier of your lack of kindness. Really? Christ walked past the tree one time. Christ walked past this tree one time, Jimbob, and he looked at this tree of Jimbob and he said, "This tree is not bearing any fruit." Well, wouldn't you know it? It wasn't seasoned for it to bear fruit anyway. Yet Christ cursed that tree and it fucking withered right there because it was supposed to just bear up fruit in season and out of season. And your absolute lack of conduct, a lack of good conduct, really displayed.
And is
I'm sorry. Are you making it meta again? Are you trying to make it meta again?
For you?
Are we? Yeah, this is great. I love it.
So this is considered good conduct then, right?
Well, I'm kind of going after a charlatan. So I think this is great conduct.
Okay. So
this is sort of like Christ taking a whip to the moneylenders.
Okay. So that
being
doesn't happen
such a
in
small
debates.
hat, you would know this.
So that doesn't happen in debates then.
I don't think that you were debating.
I didn't ask if I was debating.
From your, no. Let me finish the sentence.
You can't even listen to it.
I promise you, it won't hurt. No, I listened to the question.
You're not a good listener.
Answering the question. My wife tells me that on occasion. But you were having a debate last night with people outside of your own sect, right?
Yep.
Isn't that true? Wouldn't you define it as an entirely different religion?
Yeah, completely.
Right. That's rightfully so.
What's your point?
My point is that
You don't focus well, do you?
no, not when
You don't even know
Jimbob
why you don't even know why you asked that, because you don't even know what we're talking about apparently right now.
God, it must have been all that cocaine.
This is insufferable.
What?
No,
Is that Christ-like? That's good conduct. What you just said, accusing me of using cocaine, is that good conduct?
I'm sorry. Is that an actual accusation that I made?
Is it you?
Was
use
it an
that
actual
phrase,
accusation that I made?
You
Jimbob, this is
dude,
so
you're such a
weak.
snake.
You are incapable.
You're
You
a
are
snake.
incapable of actually having discussion.
No, I
That's
asked
the
you.
thing.
No, I'm asking you right now. You made a comment assuming I did.
And then
cocaine
you keep
last night.
deflecting
Dude,
and changing and shifting.
Sarcastic.
And
Just listen. For a
I
second.
love how the snakiest guy
Dude,
that
calm
I've
down.
come across in a long time,
He just
really
played
goes
your
out of his
JV.
way
It's
to
okay to
misrepresent
go after
everything said.
charlatans.
You guys have this tactic.
Can I
And when
ask you
I
a
say you
question?
guys, I mean you ortho bros.
Can I just have can I ask you
I was
one
in the middle of
question?
talking. Did you want to ask a question?
You're just steamrolling me, which
All right,
is not
go ahead.
Good. It's not good etiquette.
All right.
Did you?
That sounds like last night.
Good.
That sounds
It's
like what you
amazing.
did last
Okay.
night. That's great.
Okay. So you're gonna keep
All right.
talking over. Okay.
All right, go ahead,
Take a
Jimbob.
breath, buddy. Take a breath.
Go
It's gonna
ahead.
be okay.
Go ahead, little man. Let's hear it.
Did you insinuate I was doing cocaine last night?
I made a hilarious joke, which exhibited joy, right?
It's a yes or no
every
question.
time,
Dude,
yes,
yes or no-
joyfully, I
Wait,
insinuated you did
wait,
cocaine.
wait.
Yes,
Is it?
yes, I did.
Is it
I
good-
will answer again for you,
Is it
Jimbob.
good
Yes, I did.
Is it good conduct to insinuate publicly someone does illegal drugs?
Yes, it
It's
is
good conduct.
hilarious.
That's good conduct.
Because obviously it's
So
joyful.
that's good context.
So it is hilarious.
So it's joyful to accuse people of doing illegal substances.
by your
publicly.
standards. Yes, it is.
Wait, no,
Because
no,
I make
I'm asking
people laugh,
your
so-
standards. No, we're talking about your standards because you're doing the accusing here.
Well, you're only going to line up your standards when I
just so
tell
you
you
guys
my
know.
standards. What's
So-
the point?
So people in the chat just listening to this amazing conversation. This guy came in accusing me of not bearing fruits of the spirit. One of them being kindness and patience and honesty and honor and peace and all this stuff. But now,
Dude, you don't even
hold
know
on.
the fruits of the spirit. I love it. I
Hold on a
love
sec.
it.
I'm talking. You're interrupting again, which is another.
Yes, I am.
According to
I
your
am.
own view, breaking the fruits of your spirit.
Nope, I didn't say that.
Okay, so you're not being patient. You admitted that.
Keep going. No,
right?
keep going.
Oh, now
keep going.
Now
Let's
he's
hear it.
violated another one.
Come on. Let's hear it. I'm
violating.
joyful as can be, man. Come on. Go on.
No one believes that.
I do. I don't
You can
care what
believe
anyone
whatever
else
you want.
believes.
Yeah, you don't care what
Yeah,
anyone else believes, right? You're a hypocrite.
Especially not you.
Are you a hypocrite?
No.
You're not
Are
a
you?
hypocrite. Yeah, sometimes I'm a hypocrite.
You shouldn't do that, man. It's bad for your soul.
Yeah, but are you a hypocrite?
No.
You're never a hypocrite?
No.
Really?
No.
So you're saying that I don't hold any fruits of the spirit, but you think it's fruitful to slander people online?
Similar to how you called me a coward.
No, that's too
pussy.
okay. We're talking about you. Okay, I already admitted to being a hypocrite. You said you don't. You're not a hypocrite.
Oh,
So
okay.
So sarcastic.
All right.
Sarcastic. It's really simple.
All right.
You
Go on.
just said to all these people, right?
That I'm not a hypocrite.
Hold on a
Yes,
second.
this is true.
Dude, you're not letting me talk again. You're not showing patience.
I have so much for you.
Then
Come
let
on.
me talk. You just told the entire audience that it's a fruit of the spirit to slander people online and tell people that they're on
Dude,
illegal
slander
substances.
is a legal term. and clearly you don't understand this. You're looking for the gotcha again, which is what I'm talking about.
Okay, so
Again, you just want another
Just
gotcha.
Okay,
like
I'll use
there's
a
got to
different
be an
word.
easy win button.
I'll use a different word then.
Thank you.
Do
That
you
was a little
think-
hypocritical.
Do you think that it's of the fruits of the spirit to publicly online accuse someone, painting someone as someone who does illegal drugs?
I don't think it falls within the purview of that topic. I think
That
it
didn't
comes
answer the
across
question,
in
dude.
the heart. No, I am answering the question. So no, I guess.
No, what? It's not of the spirit, fruits of the spirit, or it is.
I don't think it even is involved.
Oh, really? Saying someone
Really,
is doing illegal drugs online, you're telling loads of people, right, in a chat, that Jimbob is doing cocaine, you don't think that falls in the purview of whether it's a fruit of the spirit or not?
When
Saying
it's
something
incredibly obvious.
is saying something
Oh,
false?
Jimbob.
Is saying something?
I've watched enough of you to know that this is your thing.
Is saying something
to straw
false?
man and laugh. I mean,
Is
saying something false and
is that a fruit of the spirit? Is saying something false about someone a fruit of the spirit?
In the chat for this
honesty isn't one of the fruits of the spirit. So
what?
No, honesty is not one of the fruits of the spirit.
Okay, so
I know that's hard because you don't know the fruits of the spirit. You're asking me to tell you them every time.
You contradict yourself. Do you want to know how? Do you want to know how you contradicted yourself?
Sure.
What's synonymous with authenticity?
Honesty.
Oh, you contradicted yourself. Why? Because
I didn't bring up authenticity.
Yes, you did. How did I? Okay. Let me talk. You're not showing patience. Your second or third fruit of the spirit was kindness, and I asked you, how do you know what kindness is? And you said authenticity.
I did not say authenticity.
You said you authentically being kind. You used the word authentically being kind. That means using honesty. So you're in a contradiction.
Authentically being kind is
that requires it's authentic. You said authentic joy.
In the realm of kindness. Oh my God, Jimbob, your intellect is like, crammed under that little tiny hat you're wearing. You have to just own it. This is ridiculous.
It was joy. It was actually, we were talking about joy, and you said, I asked, how do you know someone's being joyful as opposed to just laughing? And you said, the joy has to be authentic, which means that honesty is a precondition for the fruit of joy, right?
Oh, so the goalpost moved again.
No, I just refuted you.
No. You moved the goalpost again.
Is authenticity required for joy?
Oh, buddy, why don't you go ask your church
fathers? Is authenticity a requirement for joy?
I suppose so, yeah.
Okay, so is authenticity necessarily a component for the fruits of the spirit of joy?
For the fruits of the spirit of joy, maybe not, because when you make a joke...
Dude, you're a sophist. You're sophist
No,
scum.
I'm
That's
just
what you are.
You're trying so hard to categorize me, and you don't have a category to put me in. That's why you're losing.
I'm not losing anything, dude.
You are. You're going to lose sleep over this tonight. That's what you're losing. I deal with you retards all the time. You're sophists. You are okay contradicting yourself, and you double down on stupidity. It's not a contradiction.
You have no standards. You have no standards.
No. This is.
How do you know something's kind if it's kind?
How
do you know something's joyful if it's joyful? How do you know someone's honorable? Because if they're honorable, that's your entire standard, dude.
Okay, well, you didn't ask. What is the definition of kindness? What is the definition of joy? What is the definition of? How do you know if something's kind?
You don't even know the
You don't even know the fruits of the spirit. You're biblically illiterate. All you know is logic, therefore God, and you're really good at that argument, but it doesn't work on me.
Sarcastic. Can I ask you something basic? Is there a difference between?
You've been the whole time.
Is there a difference? Is there a difference between temperature and how to measure temperature?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So is there a difference between joy and how you know something's joyful?
Yes.
And so would you admit that you actually have no methodology of determining what's actually joyful or not?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't admit that.
Well, you did, because when I asked, how do you know something's joyful? And you said it's joyful. Yeah, laugh your way into hell. All right, you all. That was fun. I'm glad I got them on, though, because those people usually hide in the chat. So I got to end the stream. Got to move on. But L's in the chat for that guy. That's hilarious. I'm glad I finally got to talk to him, because he's been a little sort of gnat for years in the chat, and he's never actually called in. So I'm glad he did. And I could show how insane and broken his thinking is. Feminine, high register, whiny, sort of like almost like crying to his older brother or dad that something's not fair. Really weak.